Why is it supposed to say that? Hold on. That is not what I put. We gotta fix things. We fixing things. Hello, whoever's here. 1 second. I'm figuring things out. Ha 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 ha. Hee 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 hee. Sorry. I don't know why it didn't. My OBS plugin is sucking lately. I don't know why. Let me figure this out. Weird Twitter introductions. Hello. Random things. There we go. And change the category. There we go. We're starting in just a second, folks. Welcome to anyone who is here. Welcome, welcome. What does this mean? I don't care about that. Okay. I'm just updating. There we go. There we go. Welcome. Okay, I'm going to tweet this out real fast. That I'm streaming. So, and I don't know who's here, but the OBS plugin with my chat is still not working, but I have Twitch opened up on another. I'm like, my solution is that I'm using my TV as a second monitor, and I have Twitch opened up on it so I can see the chat. So, yeah, we have technical difficulties, but it's okay. I'm figuring it out. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just figuring out things as I go along. Let's see here. Um, Live now. Join if you want. And I will open link in your time. And I might ask my sister to pull up again too to make sure everything's working okay. Because I have trouble. I might ask my sister to pull up again too to make sure everything's working okay. I have trouble. Oop, doot, doot. Okay, then post. Okay, there we go. Okay, I have some things I would like to. Hold on, I'm gonna just do a quick test in this and see if I can get it to work. No, no, it still doesn't work. Knew it. Okay, there we go. Okay, I have some. All right. Um, I yeah, I just have like some things I want to like yap about today because I'm a weirdo and I uh and hopefully I will fill the time. I might get nervous and forget about half the crap I wanted to say because that happens to me. But uh I have a lot of things that I wanted to talk about. Um and do just like a little bit of introductions about myself as well. I didn't do that in my first stream, but I just kind of wanted to jump in and have fun and play games, like 'cause that's kind of who I am and what I do. Um, so anyway, I'm Winnie. Welcome to my stream. Welcome to my space. This is a safe space to have fun and laugh and just to enjoy yourself and complain a little bit if you want to. I've decided because sometimes I need to complain. So you can complain a little bit too. Um, just because life sucks sometimes. I mean, like, don't go too crazy, but that's how it is for me. Um, so yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit about myself and some stuff that happened to me this week the and about why I decided to become a VTuber and the VTubing community and everything. And yeah, uh, so where to even begin? So yeah, I had like a really weird Twitter interaction this week that I wanted to talk about to start with. Uh, so like I did not even realize um that so like I've done one stream, right? Um, and hardly anything has happened. Like I did one stream playing a game. Give me 1 second. I gotta blow my nose. Ugh. All right. So I am like a nobody, obviously. That's very obvious. I don't, but I made my Twitter pretty early on, even before I started making my streams. I didn't really but I made it with the intention that I was going to start VTubing, right? Uh, I made it as soon as I got my model done. Um, and I did not realize that if you make a Twitter saying that you're a VTuber, what happens? So like I've had a Twitter before, right? Like I I used to have a Twitter just like like a normal personal Twitter like and I've had like even like a YouTube channel before, but it was like just like very personal like uh posting like a little bit of gaming content, but it was just for fun and everything. And this is still just for fun, but Um, but it was not like a super very public thing. But I just made a Twitter saying that I was a VTuber, a new VTuber, and all of a sudden, like, you get swarmed. It's insane. Um, uh, I had the weirdest interaction the other day. Like, I've already had like I feel like a few people message me, um, and I'm pretty sure a couple of them were wanting to like try to sell me stuff, which is crazy because you have no idea who I am. Like, like I could be anybody. I could have like the worst views possible. Like, and like you're trying to like sell me your products. Like, I don't know. It just seems like really weird to me, but I understand like a lot of people are out there like artists and stuff and they want to like start their whole careers and everything. But and like the first person was really nice, so I don't have any problem with it at all. Like, um uh but then I had like the weirdest interaction with another person that I just wanted to talk about because I was like, is this like something that happens to a lot of people? Is this normal like behavior? Um, I'm fairly new to the VTubing community in general. I started watching VTubers earlier this year. I really enjoy VTubing. Um, like I like like I'm gonna like step back for a second before talking about like the Twitter thing. Like the reason why I decided to like do this whole thing and like make a model and become a VTuber, like like I have like a very interesting situation in my life. Like, and I'm not gonna go into it too much, but um, because I just want to like have fun here, and I don't want to like go into like a bunch of personal stuff in my life. Like, I'm like one of the reasons why I want to be a VTuber is because I want to like be private and just like have fun. Like, I don't want to show my face. I want to just like enjoy things with no strings attached, where I can kind of like be in a space where not a lot of people are gonna see me and be able to judge me in a way that they would if they could see me. Um, and like I don't want to draw attention to too many certain things, but like like I just am in a situation in my life right now where I cannot leave my house as much as I used to. And because of that, I get pretty lonely sometimes. Um and just recently, like earlier this year, I started watching VTubers and I remember like my first experience. I think I the first person I started watching was probably like Sykkuno and then Iron Mouse, and then I got more into like other people. Like I started watching Neurosama. I think Neurosama was probably the first person I watched live. The other people was just like videos that I watched online randomly and everything. Then I watched Neurosama and Mini Commune and Server, and then I got into other people. I randomly found this guy Nico Psycho that I'm really into right now, and I will watch a lot of his streams. Um, I definitely recommend him for anyone who wants to watch someone who's not that big, but who is really entertaining and really committed to his followers, like his fan base and everything. Um, I think he'll definitely uh, end up um, becoming big someday. Uh, but yeah, and then I also like just have started watching other big people like Shoto, and I watch a lot of Kenji, Vox Akuma, Merryweather, like people like that. And I and I remember like being in like a Neurosalma stream and just like being like kind of like nervously trying to get into chat and everything and being like, you know, uh typing something and everything and not really knowing what to say and everything. And then like seeing other people starting to interact with my messages and then being like, "Oh, okay, like this is how it is." Like it's not just about like interacting with the person that you're watching. It's about like interacting with other people in chat and like there's like a whole community here and everything. And getting to like finally like join that community and like seeing what it's like and everything, it was so much fun, and I have really enjoyed getting to be a part of people's communities and getting to know people and seeing like, their little just like fun jokes that people have and like uh, you know, and just um meeting pe sorry, I ramble and I'm gonna have a lot of like ums and da 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 does and this and but I meeting people for uh the first time and getting to see the interaction between people in the community in VTubing was really, really helpful for me when I was in a place where I was really lonely. Um, and I wanted to be able to create like an outlet for that for other people. And that's what I want to do as a VTuber. And like I know that like basically no one watches my stuff right now, but eventually I hope that I can do that for people, that I can open up a space where people will enjoy my content and come and watch and we can just have fun and be silly and make jokes and have this whole community where you know people can make friends and enjoy common interests, and I've joined Discords and uh, gotten to chat with other people, and so it helps you feel just a little less lonely, uh, and just I enjoy getting to see people's art and the things that they're making and just like little clips and editing and music, um, and just getting to enjoy a space like being in certain people's streams, they really create a space where it just feels like we're all having fun together and enjoying the time. Especially like, I've been watching a lot of Kenji lately, and I feel like he is so good at that. I don't know if anybody else watches Kenji, uh, but he does fan interaction so well, and I really, really want to be able to get good at that and just like the way he interacts with his chat. uh, um, uh, like even just the other day, like he was talking to like new chatters and saying like, if you're shy, you can do this and you can do this and everything, like being like a little teacher. I think that's so cool, and I just want to be able to uh open up a space for people to have fun and um enjoy themselves and make friends. And I want to make friends with people and meet new people and be able to fill my time and not just be like, doing nothing all day. I want to be productive and, you know, so I spent a bunch of time making this model and everything and really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed coming up with the concept for the character. She's emo Winnie the Pooh because that's because I love. There's kind of like an inside joke behind it a little bit because I'm Pooh Bear, I'm Pooh Bear, I'm Pooh Bear, Pooh Bear, Pooh Bear, I'm Pooh Bear, I'm Pooh Bear, I'm Pooh Bear, Pooh Bear, Pooh Bear. And people that know me will know that whole thing. Um, and then it's just emo because that's how I feel a lot of the time. I have this like picture that I found when I was making it. It was like a picture of Pooh Bear dressed up all emo and he's like, why bother instead of oh bother? And I feel like that's just me sometimes. So yeah. Anyway, but going back to the weird Twitter interaction. So yeah, like um I had someone message me on Twitter. Now this person followed me and so like I said, I'm new to like I don't know if this is like normal behavior and I just think that this is the weirdest thing on earth and I want to know like what the heck is going on with this? I so I had someone follow me and it said that they were a pre-debut VTuber. Now I've seen this whole thing. What is the deal with the pre-debut thing? Because I've seen lots of that going on, and it's like I've seen lots of people where it's like they say that they're going to debut soon, and it seems like they just are never debuting. Um, is that like a thing? And I don't mean to be rude. I I just don't understand it at all. I Because a lot of these people seem like they also like do a lot of art and everything, and it's like if you're gonna do it, if you're gonna debut, like if you already have like all those skills and everything, why don't you just debut as a VTuber? Maybe like they're just scared or they're just shy. I don't know. And then I've also had a lot of people when it comes to like asking me, like when they send these messages, they ask me like if I'm a stream, like I tell them like they like say hi and then everything, and then they like ask, and then they ask about like my work and everything, and I tell them okay, like I just had my first stream and everything, and then they say like, well, are you a VTuber too? Which is like a weird question to me because I'm like, uh, yeah, I stream with a model, so it's like, are they asking me if I stream with a model, because isn't that what a VTuber is? Because I feel like some of these people are acting like VTubing is only if you like create art and like VTubing art and sell it, which is not what VTubing is in my mind. Like I just keep getting so confused by some of these messages that I get. And the fact that I'm getting messages at all is confusing because I'm a nobody. I haven't done hardly anything. But like I've done one stream. This is my second stream. Um but the fact that these people are saying this stuff, I just feel like I'm very out of the loop about something. Anyway, so I had this really weird interaction and I don't know, I feel like maybe there was a language barrier problem, which if there was, that's fine. Things like that happen. But then it was like a thing where it was like someone really being really pushy. And I don't know if anyone else as like a new VTuber has experienced this. Like, that's why I just wanted to talk about it. Like, and I know that like no one is watching right now, but if anyone sees this, like, because I post these later on my YouTube channel, I just like wanted to see if anyone else knew about this or knew what I was talking about. And I'm not gonna say who this is because like I'm not a jerk, but like I just wanted to like read through the conversation and like talk about it because it's so utterly weird to me, and I don't know what to make of it, and I really just need to like talk about it to somebody, um and really especially like as a VTuber I need to know, like, is this normal for people to just flood your messages box with these things and like be just like begging to sell you stuff? Like, I don't know. Anyway, so basically, this person, they followed me, and I followed them back because it said that like, they were going to be, it says they're going to be debuting soon. This says they're a VTuber that's going to be debuting soon. And I was like, oh, that's really cool. Like, we could both be new VTubers, we could be friends, maybe we could collab sometime. That sounds really fun, like. And then this person messaged me. Um, Now, and since this has happened, I've been like, more careful about who I'm following back. Like I've been like looking at people's pages to see like when it says they're a VTuber, what do they have on their page? Like are they selling stuff or are they like a streamer like me? I don't know. It's just because I'm so worried about getting messages like this again. I Let me make something clear too. Like I don't mind someone trying to do business with me. Like I said, the first person who did this to me, who I could tell that they were trying to sell me something, but when I told them I don't have any money. I don't like everything that I have done for my whole VTubing thing has been for free and I've done on my own. Um, I'm in a situation in my life right now where I don't have an income. Like it's personal. I'm not going to go into all of that right now. But the first person who reached out to me about this stuff, they were really nice. And when I kind of like said like I don't really have any money right now. I'm doing everything for free. They were like, and I told them the things that I was doing because I don't have any money. They were like, oh, those are really good ideas. And they like wished me the best. And like they were very nice. And like even another person has reached out to me and I was like a little bit worried because it seemed like maybe they were going to sell me something, but they even said like they would like watch some of my streams and stuff. Like so far it seems like they're a nice person as well. But this person just like because of my experience with this person, I have been so worried about like other experiences like this. Anyway, so this person like messaged me. They said, "Hi, thanks for the follow back. I really appreciate it." And I said, "No problem. I hope I get to see your debut." And uh, immediately I was a little confused with their next message because they said, "Yes, absolutely, but right now I'm not planning on it." Which that was another thing. Like, this is the thing where I'm confused because it's like it says they're debuting soon, but they said they're not planning on it. Like, that's the whole thing that I'm so confused about. All these people that say they're pre-debut VTubers, but it seems like they're never planning on debuting. That's the a thing that I don't get at all. But, you know, maybe that's just a thing where people just like art and they like to have a model, but they don't actually want to go out and stream and stuff. Like, that's fine if that's what people want to do. Like, I'm just out of the loop. Like I said, I'm very new to this community. I don't know. Um, anyway, but then at the same time, they said they're working on VTubing and streaming at the moment. So that also confused me because if you're working on VTubing and streaming, doesn't that mean that you've already debuted? Unless you're not, if you're working on VTubing, then I'm so confused. See, that confused me to my core. But then they said, I'm a bit busy. There's a time issue. If you don't mind, can you share your recent work? Um, and so I wasn't sure what they were getting at entirely with that. But they sent me this message while during my last live stream. And so I just said, I'm live right now, actually, my first stream. And they said, I see. BTW, are you a VTuber or a simple streamer? And then I'm not gonna lie, I felt a little bit attacked with that message, but you can't tell tone through a message. So it might have just been them asking, like I said, um, if I VTube with a model. But it's another thing where it's like I've had two people ask me that type of question, and it feels like they're saying like, are you like, if I don't like, I'm sorry, my eyes keep closing. My tracking is being weird. There we go. Sometimes because of my glasses, I wear glasses in real life, and sometimes the tracking gets weird because of it and thinks I'm closing my eyes when I'm not. Um, they're like acting like big. Now I'm not an artist. I think I've made that. I don't remember if I said that in my last stream. I'm not. I did make my model for the most part. Like and I'm proud of what I did. Um, I didn't make everything. I put in like you can see in my Twitch about section what I did and what I didn't do. There's a lot of assets that I used from Booth. Um, but there's other like I made my like I and like I used it. I did it in Vroid. I I think I've made that clear. You can also see on my Twitter um what I like my first tweet talks about what I did. I follow tutorials. I uh and she's still if you look at her, I mean, she's not the fanciest. She's not the prettiest peach in the sea, whatever that means. Uh but she's mine. And I worked really hard on her. You know, I worked really hard on the hoodie. I worked really hard on the hair. The hair, oh my gosh. The hair was a trip for me. I used like I looked at it like when I first made the hair, I did this like I did it freehand and I was like I it was not turning out how I wanted it. So I looked up pictures and I like uh followed like references and stuff. Um and then I followed tutorials and stuff for like uh how to shade the face and eyes and all of that jazz and the body and everything. And uh, though honestly, the way to edit the hoodie and everything, I did a lot of that by myself, and I'm really proud of how it turned out. Um, but like, I'm not someone who does art on the regular basis, and I know a lot of YouTubers who are the same. Like, they just hire people. Uh, like a few, I'm pretty sure even like Shoto himself, who is like one of the most famous VTubers out there, I'm pretty sure he has bought all of his stuff, right? Um, but a lot of YouTubers do their own art, and that's really impressive. Um, uh, but I feel like there's been like a few people who have implied that like you can't be like a VTubing is like making the art and like which as far as I know, VTubing is just like making contact with a model. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? You're gonna tell me that I'm wrong? She flew up into the air with a bubble, dog. Ugh, anyway. Anyway, so I told them like I'm a VTuber, I'm starting streaming with a model. Um, and they said, that's great. If you don't mind, can I show you some recent work? And I said, of course, I would love to see it. And I told them I'm just starting out because I didn't know if like I had made that clear, like because they had talked about like seeing my work and stuff like that, and I wanted to like let them know like I'm new, like I haven't done anything. And they sent me some of their art, and it was like good, like it was cute stuff. Not all of it was my style, but it was good stuff. And they said, here's some. I hope you like it. What do you think? And I said, those are super cool. You're a good artist. And I told them that I liked some of their stuff, like I told them which ones were my favorite and everything. And then they said thank you. And then like this is when it like turned into like the sales pitch. Um, they said, so would you like me to, which this was also weird because this kind of like let me know like I don't think they've actually looked at my Twitter. Hi, welcome, Tube. It's good to see you. Welcome. Thank you for coming to the stream. I'm doing well. How are you? I'm just talking about weird things that happened to me. Thank you for coming. Um, I'm just talking about weird thing that happened to me on Twitter. Um, so yeah, this is when it turned into the sales pitch. Um, it's doing pretty well, There's no one here right now except for you, but uh, I'm just here to have fun. So, um, but I'm happy you're here. Anyway, so what I was talking about was I had like a weird Twitter interaction where uh this person was trying to sell me something, even though I haven't really even done anything yet. And I was talking about how I don't know if this is like a normal thing when you become a new VTuber. Um, sorry. This is when the sales pitch happened. I'm like reading from the conversation. Uh, so they, oh, what games do I play? So I do play a lot of RPGs. If someone's bothering me, I'll definitely let you know. No, don't worry, I took care of it on my own. I'm a tough girl, tough girl. Uh, I play a lot of RPGs. I play a lot of stuff. It depends on what is going on and how I'm feeling on any particular day. RPGs are probably my favorite, but I play anything with a good story. I play uh like time management games. Lately, I've been playing a lot of in my free time. I've been playing a lot of Papa's Fruiteria. Um, but I have a I'll be posting my schedule like on my YouTube and on my Twitter later. I might post it on Twitch too. I don't know. Um, like later this week, I'm probably gonna play more. Like I played on my first stream, I played this game called nine hours, nine persons, nine doors. Okay, I think that's what it's called. And then I'm also probably gonna play Rune Factory 4 sometime this week. Um, and then probably some Love and Deep Space. It's been a long time since I've played Love and Deep Space. Um, so I need to see how those boys are doing. Um, and then uh and then I think I was gonna play, oh, what was it? There was something else I was gonna play, but I don't remember what it was. I can't think of it. I have it written down somewhere. Hold on. I could be just be like thinking of nothing. Hold on. No, I think that was all I had planned for this week. I was gonna play more of 9 hours, nine persons, nine doors, Rune Factory 4, 11, and 11 Deep Space. And that was all I had planned for this week at least. Um, uh, but yeah, my favorite game of all time is probably Dragon Age, and I'll probably eventually play that. How long have I been VTubing? Not that long at all. I started my first stream last week, uh, like Thursday. So this is like my second stream. Um, sorry if you heard that. That was my phone going off. Um, and yeah, today I'm just, for the most part, just chatting and blabbering about things. Um, I'm a blabberer. Yeah, I'm just talking about random crap. Um, yeah, this person, uh, I was, I've had like on my Twitter, I was talking about like just my weird experience with Twitter since I became a VTuber, since I made my Twitter at all. Um, it's really weird. Are you a VTuber too? Because since I made a Twitter, I feel like I've been swarmed, and that's not my usual experience with Twitter. Though I haven't been on Twitter in a long time. I don't know if they're still here. I just got ghosted. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, you're a modeler. Okay, that's awesome. Uh, oh yeah. So, what I had happen. Oh, so I made my model. For the most part, I did have. Yeah, I'm completely new. I made my model for the most part. It's a like as a Vroid model. Um, uh, I used so I'm not an artist. I was just talking about this. I uh, so oh, sorry, my train of thought is going away. I did use some assets from Booth and stuff like that. Like you can like see like in my Twitch about section, um, everything that is like me and everything that's like from Booth and like things that I edited and things like that. Um, but most of it is for me. Like most of what you can see right now, like the hoodie like was like originally like I think I have a link um in the about section that like shows like what it looked like originally, and then I edited it to look like the Pooh Bear hoodie. Um, uh, the person. said it was allowed, as long as I didn't like pass off like the original thing as my own. I just like had some trouble like making the cropped version, like the cropped hoodie preset. But yeah, I just had to look up a bunch of tutorials and stuff, and I made her. So yeah, I worked really hard on her. Oh dear, what's your cool idea? Go ahead. I don't have a Discord, not at the moment. Um, uh, I mean, like I just started out and like don't really have anyone watching me. Um, so I, yeah, I don't know. Okay, maybe if I make a Discord, I will. Um, uh, we'll see. Uh, you can message me on Twitter if you want, if you have a Twitter, dude. If you're trying to sell me something though, you should know I don't have any money. Like that's exactly what I was talking about with my Twitter interaction. But either way, I appreciate you coming to the stream. But anyway, where was I? Um, so oh, now I'm losing my train of thought. Okay, so yeah, so this is where the sales pitch came in. Uh, the person said, and like obviously I have a model. And this made me think that the person probably didn't even like look at my Twitter at all because like my very first tweet shows my model and like how I made it and everything and talking about it and everything. Plus my model was in my profile picture. Um which was really weird. So they said like, so would you like me to make something cool and affordable for yourself? Also, I would love to tell you that currently I'm running 60% discount and I got a policy in which you don't have to pay full amount to start, just a small upfront, which is 20 to 40% upfront and the rest of the payment is in installments. And so I said to them, like, well, that would be nice. I'm afraid I don't have any income at the moment. I'm doing everything free for now, but I really appreciate the offer. And that was when they asked me, like, do you have a model? And I was like, yeah, I have a model. I have a 3D model that I made on V-Rate Studio. She's in my profile pic. And then they said, like, ah, that's great. I have a really amazing idea for your model. Would you like to hear that? Okay, you followed me on Twitter. Your name's Ellie's. Are you Ellie Zoe? Okay, I did it. Okay, no, that's not you. Okay, sorry, one second. All right, I followed you back. There you go. Anyway, so the person after that said to me, um, um, oh, I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought again. Um, so like I just told them that I don't have any income, right? Um, and then they said, don't worry about the money. I'm offering a great discount right now, and I have a feasible payment policy where you only need to pay a small upfront amount. The rest is paid after the work is completed. My rates are much lower than the market, and the quality of the work is much lighter. Take advantage of this offer now to get the best value for your investment. And so I didn't really know like what to say to that exactly. I just like I was trying to like explain it to them and be as nice as possible. Um, so I said like, well, you said you need a small amount up front, and I literally have nothing. That's what I'm trying to explain. I'm sorry. I do appreciate it though. Like I'm trying to be like as nice and polite as possible during this, and I'm a little bit too nice when it comes to stuff like this. And like I'm trying to also like, I'm a new VTuber. I'm trying to like keep a good reputation and everything when it comes to people, you know. Uh, and then they say, if you don't, so like I just told them again, mind you, that I literally have no money. Uh, and then they say, if you don't mind, you can pay this small amount at the end of the month. So if you then pay the installment weekly or monthly, it's not an issue for you, just $50. And I'm like, at this point, I'm like, what is not getting through? And like I said, maybe this is like a language barrier. I don't know. Like, I showed this to my friend. She said that, I don't know, she agreed maybe it could be that. Like, I don't know. It just, am I the only one who thinks that this, like, was like really sketch and really like weird? Like, so at this point, like I am starting to think, okay, this person is not listening to me, but I'm also like trying to be nice. Like I'm trying to like, keep a like I don't know how to explain it. Like a what's the word that I'm looking for here? Um, I'm so sorry. I'm so bad at finding words. Like a good rapport, like I'm just trying to keep everything civil. That's what I'm looking for. Civil. Like, I don't want to like start that. So I said like, and I'm just trying to be like, still like give this person the benefit of the doubt, I guess. That maybe like they're just not getting it for some reason. Like I said, like it could be like the language barrier thing. Give me one second, please. Um, oh, thank you for following me. Um, have I done the, okay, one second. Um, um, sorry, thought I heard someone at my door. Um, and so, uh, sorry, losing my train of thought, got distracted. Um, so like I told them that I don't want to make any commitments right now when I don't know I'll have the money. Like I tried to explain my situation to them a little bit. I even like told them some things that I told them I just became started streaming as a VTuber because it's something that I want to do. Like, I told them some things that like I don't even like plan on bringing into my streaming life right now. Like I might open up about them eventually, just like some health things. Like I didn't like go into specifics, but like just because I didn't think it was getting through to them, and I wanted to like be like, okay, like listen, this is the deal. Like, um, and I told them like I'm doing when it comes to VTubing, I'm doing everything for free. Like, but I still trying to be nice. I told them like if in the future I have a more reliable income, I will reach out to you though for sure. And so to my first message, they said like I see again. And then to the second message, when I said, if in the future I have a more reliable income, they said, look, if you don't mind, can you tell me your exact time, meaning next month or the month after that? I was like, what? Like, that was when I was like really like agitated and like, what the heck is this person talking about? I was like, I just told you that I have extraneous circumstances in my life, that I don't have an income. Like, I'm not working, like, da 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 da, like, all that stuff. And you're like, look, when are we doing this? Like, when is this going down? Like, it just felt like so extremely rude and pushy. You know what I mean? And I was like, is this like normal? Is this normal behavior? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I said, like, what do you mean? And they said, I mean, we can do this deal next month or at the end of it. And that was when I was like, I just said, I can't make any type of deals right now, is what I'm telling you. I feel like you're not listening to me or misunderstanding. You are being a bit pushy at this point. I'm just going to say this conversation is done. And I immediately unfollowed them. And they said, like, no worries. But isn't that just the strangest thing? And I feel like that is giving yourself a bad rapport with people. Like, I don't even know what to think of that stuff. Like, of that. Like, is this normal? Like, for small VTubers, people who haven't even started like their second stream, to get messages like this from people. Because that's insane. Now, I know I heard, um, and I thought about this stuff when I was making everything, like, not that I was like looking for, like hiring people or anything, like I said, because I have no money. But I thought about this stuff when I was making my model and everything because I've seen like clips and stuff from Shoto talking about like when he made his like of stuff not to do, like posting on Twitter that you're like looking for like that like you are trying to become a VTuber and like so if anyone has commissions open da 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 because like he said not to do that. Like, so is it just like that you will get swarmed by anybody? Because I also have been swarmed by a lot of follows by random stuff. And I don't know how many of my follows are from bots. I don't know how many of these people are real. I don't know. I don't know any of the deal. Can I be honest? Um, um, but I just thought that was really weird and wanted to know if anyone else who is a VTuber has ever experienced that. Like I said, I don't like basically no one's watching right now, but when I post this on my YouTube, if anyone sees it and can relate, like and be like, what the crap? Like, anyway, um, so yeah, and then like I said, I already kind of talked about people I'm watching right now and people that and some of the reasons why I became a VTuber. This has been a crazy week. My sleep schedule has been all over the place. I even was like planning on streaming on Saturday, but I slept the entire day on accident because I was so exhausted from being from some plans that I had on Friday the day before. Like every once in a while, I leave my house to go to a friend's house. She picks me up and goes to her house to hang out with her and her kids. And I actually went to the store for the first time in month and like even longer than months, probably longer than a year. I don't know. I don't keep track anymore. I like uh and I got new clothes and stuff like that, which was really nice. I got a strawberry shortcake shirt. Um Strawberry, strawberry shortcake. Um, but that crap was insane. And now I'm losing my train of thought again. Poopies. Um, hmm. And see, I knew I was gonna get nervous and lose my train of thought and have trouble filling the time. This is what happens to me. Um, but I don't know. My life has been insane lately. I also slept almost all day yesterday because for the first time in a long time I went to church. Uh like I haven't been to church in months and I went and got to see people for the first time in forever. But that was really encouraging. It's so weird. Like I don't know, oh my gosh, my butt is starting to hurt again. My grandma got me a cushion to help me on this chair, but it doesn't help enough, evidently. I just need to get my life in order. I need to like help myself. There's so many things I need to do, but I'm too nervous to. I need to make phone calls. I suck at that. I know lots of other people have trouble with that too, but I procrastinate more than anybody else, I feel like. No, I know other people do it. I'm the worst. The absolute worst. I, what else have I been doing? Um, so they were asking about what games I play. I Dragon Age is my favorite game of all time. I also love Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts is the first game that I ever played on my own. I'll probably play a lot of that stuff eventually. I've also been thinking about Bully lately. Does anyone remember Bully? I watched a video of Kenji playing Bully, and now I kind of want to play it again. I played that when I was a kid. That was insane. I feel like that game is so like not politically correct, but I feel like that's Rockstar for you. Um, I also really like Red Dead Redemption. I like story-driven games. I also like games where you make a lot of decisions. I like games where I can like make my own story because I'm a writer. I write a lot. I like to sing. La, 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 la. Um, I I also might like sometimes do like a stream where I like make beats. I've been trying to do that lately, but I only use like the free version of like I don't remember what the software is called. I made like a beat a while back that that I I even like sent it in because the I was in when Kenji was making songs lately, his little love song where he was like, and there's the Yoshi song where he's like shmeka shmeka on the track. I'm a little bit obsessed with Kenji right now. My sister is really like annoyed by it, but he's really funny. And then I was in Shoto's stream yesterday too. I'm obsessed with VTubing. It's my thing right now. I get a lot of little obsessions. Um, so my obsessions, Pooh Bear. That's one of them. That's why this is my character. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Dragon Age, Kingdom Hearts. What else? Hmm. Sorry if this is getting boring. You don't have to stay and watch. I I could react to something, or I could play a game. I don't have to. I know I don't have to like stay doing the same thing the entire time. I could just play Papa's Freezeria. Not that I have like great commentary for that, but that's what I've been playing in my free time lately. I'm not going to be using this tracking software that I'm using right now forever, I don't think either, because I've been trying to mess around with new software that I think will be better and give me more freedom and more like what's the word? Um so this one is working better for me today than I thought it was. Um because hmm, sorry, I'm losing my train of thought again. I um I can't even remember anything that I was going to say. That happens to me. I have problems. Sorry, give me 1 second. This honestly might even be the end of the stream. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it today for now. I know this was a shorter one, but I just didn't have enough planned for today, and I'm so cromby. But I'm gonna try to be more energetic. I also just had like some random stuff happen to me today that kind of was upsetting, and so I'm not as much energy as I would like to be. But I at least got to talk about some of the stuff that I wanted to talk about, and hopefully I will get better at this over time. You know, I'm not um perfect at the things that I do. Like I said, I still have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm learning, and I appreciate anyone who hopped in at all, anyone who's followed me. Uh, just I really appreciate everything. Um, and thank you all so much for all the beans. Um, who's live right now? 1 second. Okay. Um, So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. Thank you guys so much for everything. Guys, I don't know why I'm even saying that, no one's here. All right, but anyone who watches on my YouTube or on Twitch or anything, thank you so much. I love you. Mwah. And I will see you around. Gonna hang glide out of this loser emporium. All right, bye bye. Maybe. Hold on.